Hi Aquarius, this is Chow with Ariana Stark with your forecast for January 2026. Thank you for your support and I wish each one of you a very happy and prosperous 2026. May all your dreams come true. May you find abundance and prosperity, love, anything and everything you desire. I will use these decks amongst other decks for your reading for the month ahead. For a personalized reading as well as for deck purchase, feel free to reach us at the email address given below. Now, from the Ideal Tarot, I do have a very positive 10 of Cups. That means that this is the month when you're going to feel quite content. Positive feedback gains are very likely. You're going to enjoy the fruits of your labor. Personally, I think you should avoid disagreements. Maybe someone could try to exasperate you, needle you, so ignore those bothering you and you're going to be good to go. Your focus is also going to be on spiritual practice. You also need to pay attention to your inner voice, your intuition, which is going to guide you this month. The final days of December stepping into January is the Emperor card. Now, this is a person who likes to be in control. Possibly you were someone who was getting exasperated on account of family related issues. Maybe you felt misunderstood or you were being dragged into quarrels. Perhaps you should not have reacted. You were a bit volatile as well as temperamental, a bit hot-headed. I think your focus should have been on learning. Perhaps some of you were also wanting your dues. Maybe you wanted to make your way for an interview or you were looking for a job opportunity but it may not have come about. Cooperation would have definitely led to gains. In case you were already working, I think Aquarians, you had made good progress. You were also under pressure, but then progress was on the cards. Presentation with respect to work had also gone off well. Some of you may have also found yourself sandwiched between two warring parties. That is why you needed to maneuver this whole situation in a very tactful manner. Obstacles to overcome this month or the challenges, I do have 6 of Cups. Now this lady, she seems to be one who is a bit wistful. Maybe there's going to be an estrangement in a relationship which is going to bother you. There could also be changes in your living condition or your working environment for that matter. I think you also need to address childhood related issues because healing from those issues will ensure a more positive 2026 for you. You also need to tap into your contacts, your friends and acquaintances rather than keep to yourself, because what happens is with this in the challenge position, you may not want to, but then your friends and acquaintances, your contacts can help you make gains. I think your boss is also someone who could overload you with work and you may also want to drop hints that you will quit once you get a better opportunity or better job. Influencers for this month is the 9 of Pentacles. Now, she is a lady who is going to be very hardworking. At times, you want to throw in the towel. Maybe you think that you're not being rewarded suitably, that you're putting in more than 100%. But at the 11th hour, Aquarians, things will fall in place for you. Technical challenges, paperwork is going to increase this month. You also need to focus on self-love and grooming. You're going to be overburdened with extra work apart from the routine tasks that you have. Work offers or opportunities could come through recommendation. The first 10 days of January is the World card. This talks about overall contentment. It's like completion of a cycle. A new cycle is going to begin this 2026. Work is also going to proceed well. Try not to be too avaricious, greedy, because greed can lead to your undoing. While working with the computer or with your phone, I think you may end up deleting important documents or important data, so keep a backup of your plans. Try also not to let arguments snowball into anything, because in hindsight you may think that these disagreements were uncalled for. Someone could also threaten to undermine your position at work. Maybe there are going to be those supporters who are going to tackle these people, this person could back off because you do have the support to confront her. 11 to 20th January for Aquarians, I do have the Two of Cups. This is also talking about reunions. You're going to be taxed, but you're going to be very productive. So continue putting in the hard work because you're going to be amply rewarded. Sometimes we put in the effort, but nothing comes of it. But with the Two of Cups, unexpected surprises are going to be in store for you. You could also quote a higher price for your work, and you are going to benefit on account of the same. Credit will also come your way for your professional approach because you're someone who will plan in advance and you will complete the task. As a leader of the pack, I think you should avoid being boorish. I think you should listen to the viewpoint of others. From Lenormand, I do have the card Woman, and I also have the card Snake, which means that there could be a deceptive person in your life, someone who can be vicious, someone who can sting or can make biting remarks at you. This could be a lady, so be mindful and be watchful. Like I said, someone could threaten your position on the work front, so that is also going to be something you should be vigilant about. The final 11 days of the month, that is 21st to 31st January, I do have the Five of Cups. Now, this lady, she seems to be emotional, so in this period, you could be a tad emotional. Your emotions could fluctuate. Maybe there could be disagreements, so much so that you could feel that you're losing out. I think you need to walk away from unhealthy situations. You need to keep a safe distance from energy vampires. You should keep your wits about you and let these storm clouds pass. Maybe you think that the problems that you're encountering in this month are all past life issues. You do want closure. Psychologically, you may feel low. Again, you also need to take a back seat rather than get involved in other people's affairs because you could be denigrated for being meddlesome. Working also, there could be calls for an interview, but then someone else could be favored. That is why you could feel a sense of loss. You could also be a bit distracted. You're not able to carry out the task the way you would have liked. So these are issues that will bother Aquarians this month. Maybe you should also review tasks that you do. Those of you who are in the leadership position will lash out at workers who are backbiting. They are conspiring against you, like that snake card from Lenormand. I think prying eyes are going to be there on the work front. Oftentimes this month, I think you will seek your mother's love and comfort because she is going to be a reassuring presence in your life, or it could even be a maternal figure whom you turn to for attention. This person can ease your soul. This person could have all the answers while you're going through dark days. With respect to your love life, I do have the card limitations, impediments, roadblocks, outside influences which could affect your relationship. You do have 10 of Cups, you do have the World card, the 2 of Cups also, but then you do also have the 5 of Cups in your reading. So that means that as the month proceeds, there could be something which could affect your relationship. Other people may not be too happy with your fondness for this person whom you fancy. Maybe they think that you should do away with this connection. So that could also be a problem area which you need to look into. But romancing Aquarians, I think you will enjoy dinner dates with your person. Your person sees you as someone who is complete. Your person also values your opinions. For sure, I can't ignore the signs I'm receiving any longer. So this means that you and your person cannot ignore the love that you have. If there's been a distance in your relationship, I think the universe is certainly giving you signs to resolve every issue that comes your way. Try to keep disagreements at bay this month. Ivy, it says clinging, so some of you could be dealing with a very clingy person or a partner. Maybe you should also be careful because unwanted attention could also come your way this January. I think if you're married, maybe your in-laws could also rattle you by saying something out of tone. They could poke their nose in your affairs. The last card in this reading is listen to your intuitive feelings. Archangel Raphael is reminding you to pay attention. In fact, when I started this reading, I did talk about the same, and it means that your body is giving you signs. You should not ignore the sensations that you get. Maybe you will feel a sense of loss also because of your emotional health. So keep in mind you need to be mentally strong this month. If your partner is also not giving you the attention that you desire, maybe your partner may not want to make the relationship public, I think you should retreat, gather your wits about you. You should keep to yourself and allow these days to pass, because this person does feel the world for you. I hope, Aquarians, you liked your reading. This is Tarot with Ariana Stark. Do give us your feedback in the comment section. This is Ariana Stark signing off. Take care. Bye till the next time.